Good. Hello, buddy. Welcome. I'm the Strategy Professor, and let's go ahead and get in here. Now, this is a an off time for my stream. Typically, I stream at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. As you can see, I'm going to be starting about 11, probably maybe a little bit earlier this week, 10 or 11 o'clock, and I probably won't be going for nearly as long, just maybe a few hours or so till about 2 p.m. I do want to try to give you some streaming content, but you might hear a baby crying in the background. My wife just gave birth to our first daughter on the 26th. That was a few days ago. And now we're back. We just got back from the hospital last night. Everything's great. Everyone's awesome. Our daughter does like to cry a lot, but apparently that's kind of the standard for a lot of babies. And so my wife's parents are also in town right now, and they're staying in this room, so that's why I can't do it at night. And I'm just going to be doing it during the day for a little bit, and you might actually see them every now and then just kind of coming in and out. Probably not, but you might see someone just, you know, walk through on stream or whatever if they need to come in here and grab something. But yeah, so I'm only going to stream for a few hours, but I should be able to, and during the evenings, you know, they're going to want to, you know, eat dinner and, you know, all of that kind of stuff, do some family-oriented things, so this seems like a pretty good time when everybody's up, just kind of hanging out, get a few hours in there. But I am still going to do release some coaching sessions and some more VODs that I have stored up, and so it's easier for me to produce just kind of short little episodes, you know, like just an hour at a time rather than the full, you know, 3 or 4 hour block for streaming. I'm going to try to do that, like I said, maybe 3 hours, but it's hard to commit that much time when there's so many variables with the new baby, right? Like they might need my help with something around. I think we have it worked out to where I can, you know, get this little block of time and then, you know, look after her for a few hours after that while I, you know, study or whatever, do some reading. But yeah, the time management definitely gets a little bit harder when you have a newborn. But I'm gonna do the best that I can to give you at least a little bit of content every day, and then they're going to head back home at the end of the week. I'm not sure exactly which day, maybe Saturday or so. And then my mom's coming up after that, but she won't be staying in this room. She'll be staying in a different room, and so I should hopefully be able to resume
I recommend skipping
my standard hours. But once again, that's kind of moving. We'll just see. I don't want to, you know, a lot of it depends on how much help my wife needs at night too, because the baby, of course, isn't on a regulated schedule yet, so she gets up every, you know, 2 hours or something, and so it's a lot of moving parts. Just bear with me on the channel. I will still keep bringing you some content. I am committed, of course, to keep doing the channel, but there might be some time shifts with the stream while all of this is getting juggled around. We figure out kind of an ideal situation. People in Europe probably love this, that I do it in the middle of the afternoon, then they might actually be able to watch it live. But I know that I have a lot of American fans also that really love the standard time that I run, so, you know, I'm sorry if you have to watch it as a replay. If, you know, typically you're working during the day and such if you're on the American side, but like I said, I'll do the best that I can to get back to an evening / sort of nighttime stream. We'll see. This also means that I probably won't, I don't know, we'll see. I probably won't be able to duo with Sammy and maybe not Chris. I think they're both night. Sammy has school, I think, still. I'm not sure. And then I'm not entirely sure about Chris, the Riven player that I duoed with last week. But we'll see. Right now I'm going to kick it off with a Veigar game. This is something that Dylan had donated for last stream, and I overlooked it until he had to leave. You know, he wanted it right on that. He wanted to be able to watch it live, so I'm going to try to just go ahead and do that now. Even though I know it may not be live. We'll see how he feels about it. If he doesn't, you know, we'll work something out if he really wanted to see it live, but I'm going to do the
then if the tables return,
little Veigar action
show
here.
you no mercy.
And thanks everybody for tuning in. Hey, what's up everybody? What's up Squeakers, Paul, Alone, Anakinos, Gassy. Yeah, I know, people in Europe are gonna like these hours. I can't, you might actually be able to hear her crying in the background, my daughter. Do we go? I guess we just go Thunderlord since we're kind of all in. We double-edged sword Thunderlords. We're against Zyra, that's gonna be pretty rough. We're not gonna be able to just trade autos with Zyra, so we might as well not run Green Fathers and Fresh Blood. Run it that way. Team ADC. Yeah. We'll go ahead and run Ignite too, just so we have more kill pressure. I'm just running the Fiddlesticks page with ability power, just kind of standard magic pen and stuff like that. So that should be good. What's up, Unknown? Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stream today. We'll just kind of see. You know, I don't want to put an unreasonable burden on everyone else in the household by streaming, so... but, you know, I did explain it to them, and, you know, they're on board with it. But yeah, like I said, I'll do something to, you know, let everyone else get some sleep and go do whatever they want to do. Maybe my wife can, you know, she's not feeling so hot after just a couple of, she's doing fine, but she's still really sore a couple days later. But anyways, we'll see. I'm letting my phone charge right now, and then I'll get the comments up here in a second. Hey, thanks, Beto. It is 11:15 where I am right now. Ha! How Squeakers likes the hours, nice. No, we did not call her Urgot. Her name's Rory. R-O-R-Y. You don't want the baby in here streaming with me. Trust me. She's gonna be screaming a lot. She is cute. We'll bring her on stream when she, you know, at some point we'll bring her on stream and show what she kind of looks like, but... Yeah, they don't have paid leave. My wife has had temporary disability insurance. She gets like half pay, I think, for 3 months or something like that. Like the U.S. forces employers to not fire people that have children for like 3 months. They have to hold their job for 3 months, but they don't have to pay them. And very few places will pay. So yeah, it's U.S. is not a great place to have children in terms of financial stability for parents. That's right, Mr. Magpie. Okay, well maybe we can hook up with Sammy at some point. It is nice to give the our European fans a little bit of a nice time for once. Like I said, I wish I could alternate all the time, you know, just do like some during the day and some during the night. But I think it's overall it's probably better just to be more consistent. I have been cooking up some cool ideas too, and I don't have all this fleshed out yet, but I'm thinking of doing like a subscription, like a member, like a Twitch thing, like a Twitch sub kind of thing for the channel. I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to run it, or through Patreon or whatever, and just offer some more stuff that people have been wanting that I just haven't figured out a way to make it fair or equitable, or like make the timing and stuff work. But a couple of the ideas that I have, well, I am gonna enable like a $3 voice read comment on the stream, like kind of like how other places have, where if someone donates at least $3, it will read out their donation onto the stream. So people could do the $3 just to, if you just want to make sure that I get your question, then I can hear it and answer it during the stream. Or if you donate for another reason, if you donate for coaching or a guide or whatever, then you'll get your message read out anyways, as usual. That's just one way as the channel gets bigger that you can kind of cut through all the other comments during a stream if you really have something that you want me to answer for a pretty low rate. $3 is pretty low. But I can't make it too low, you know, I can't make it like $1 because then it would just be like a constant flood of, you know, comments from people, which I don't mind, but that might disrupt the stream experience too much, you know, if we were getting 50 read comments an hour or something like that. So it's a delicate balance where I want to make it affordable, but I don't want to make it so cheap that people could spam it constantly. so that people just use it for those like important questions and to give more recognition for people that are that just give donations anyways. Once again, this is just an extra free thing that would be on that's on most streams for if you donate for anything. But then, you know, the low end would be $3 if you just wanted to ask a question and make sure that I get to it. And then I'll try my best to answer it during the stream. Because remember, I can't see anything that shows up. I just hear the sounds, and so this would help me hear the questions and hear what's going on if somebody donates for something. And I can give you a shout out by name. But anyways, that's one thing. Separate things. One big one is I would like to do like a like if I could do this membership thing, I could run like sub games or member games or whatever. I don't know if I would do that on a certain night a week or maybe like once every 3 or 4 games. I don't know. I'll get your guys' opinion. I'll make a whole video on it once I get more details about what I would like to do. But this way we could like get 10 people from the channel to play, and I would have to balance this myself. I would have to balance it myself, but I would try to get like a balanced 5-on-5, and then I could comment on it and do like kind of like almost like a group coaching for everyone that's in there. Because I know people have wanted to do like sub games or games with subs and things like that, but the difficult thing about that has always been fairness, first of all. We tried to do this once, and it was just a complete blowout. I mean, we had like bronze people versus diamond and platinum people, which is fine. I mean, it's all fun for everybody, but it doesn't really make for a tremendously awesome, you know, viewing experience to just see one side get completely annihilated, right? Then the other way is like how to fairly do that if it's offered for free. You know, if it's offered for free to everybody, then how can I choose? I could just randomly choose people, but it seems problematic in a lot of levels. I guess I'll just keep leveling up Baleful Strike here. I feel like it's really greedy to get that. I guess I'll do it. I'll get a
An ally has been slain.
If Caitlyn hadn't just stood there and just like auto-attacked with the Zyra, we probably could have turned it and killed him. Caitlyn just microed that a little bit better. That's okay. Anyway, so I could do like member games, and it would be like a $5 membership for a month, something like that, like a Twitch sub. And then I would try to get, if you play in one of the member games, then I would mark it. This is going to be a lot of paperwork. That's why I have to charge for it. It's going to take a ton of time to do this. And that's why I'm trying to see if it would even be feasible. Is that I have to manually balance the teams, and then I could, if someone has played a game, then I could mark it that they played one and try to go through as many different people as I could. And then if there's not enough like new people that haven't played, then people who are members could play multiple games potentially per month. So that's one thing. So just member games, or I comment on it, we could record it and make it a whole section. And I think that would be fun. Because people would like seeing other people, you know, that they know on the channel play against each other. I think it would be a lot of fun. And there are some other streamers that do kind of a similar type of system, but my focus would be a little bit on the entertainment, but also on kind of the group coaching, like I said, how people could improve and sort of what's going on and chances for optimization and things like that. So that would be the biggest thing that would take the most time to do, but I think would be probably the most cool for a lot of people if I could pull that off. Another thing, part of the member thing could be, I could do like a poll or something like that, and people could vote on which supports they want to see me play in flex queue, and then I could do some of those, you know, like do a flex queue every 3 or 4 games or something like that. Just what the members want to see. Because once again, I can't do what everybody wants me to play all the time. People are constantly requesting, I just can't do that feasibly. We wouldn't get anywhere, but I think having a way to reward people that are helping to support the channel by doing sort of a vote system, and then just whatever has the most votes, I'll just go down the list for whichever champion has the most votes, and then I'll just play my flex games like that. So if we have Leona as the most votes at the time, whenever I want to do a flex game, I'll look in there. We'll play a Leona game, we'll mark it off, and then we'll just keep going down the list to the next one until we try to get through as many things as people want to see as possible. So once again, that would be a feature that lots of people always are asking, play the support, play that support, but I could use it as a reward for people that want to support the channel. Okay, I guess Kate's just AFK. Cool. That would be another thing that could be cool. And I don't know, I'm just thinking of other things. Because when... Yeah, she's gone. I think some of it would be cool. What am I even trying to build on? I guess I need more mana. Yeah, I don't know. And then like a Discord server, people have been wanting that, so I could make like a part of the Discord server like free and open to everybody. I don't know. I'd have to see how it worked. People who want in on the Discord server, but then I could also have just like a members Discord area or whatever, so that people who are other members could talk with each other, and then I could see their comments and things like that. A little more visibly, which could definitely come in handy, you know, as the channel continues to grow and we get more and more and more people. So once again, I'm not going to money wall any of the guides or any of the videos or anything like that. I'm just trying to think of some ways to try to offer some of the services that people have wanted in a reasonable way. And since a lot of these things would take a lot of extra time to do, a lot of these things would take a lot of extra time and effort to do, then, you know, there would have to be some kind of compensation. And I don't think it's that much. Considering what you get for a Twitch sub, I'm not even sure it is. Isn't it just like chat icons or something? It's like chat icons, and that's about it. I'm trying to actually give some real, like, cool stuff for that amount that people have been wanting. So anyways, I'll let you know more about this. If you have some ideas about what you'd like to see, like what you think would be a good value proposition for a $5 $5 a month sub type of thing, then just let me know if there's a type of service you would like to see, or like sort of, once again, it's always a delicate balance because I don't want to money wall the coolest parts of the channel, but I would like to add something that gives a little bit of premium content to people that are helping keep the channel running and stuff like that. And everyone else can still enjoy the like the member games and things. You could watch them, you could learn from them, you know, see people that you recognize from the chat. Yeah, I can't really do anything like that. She's got tier 2 boots, and so I think people could still learn a lot from it, kind of like the coaching videos. Even if you don't donate for a coaching video, you can still learn by watching other people's coaching videos and still enjoy seeing other people from the channel getting coached and stuff like that. So now, like I said, it all sounds good to me so far, the stuff that I've thought about, but the big concern, I guess I'll get boots. The big concern for me is the paperwork. It's going to be a lot of paperwork to have me try to run and keep up with all that. And, you know, if we get up to, and feasibly, if the channel keeps growing, you know, we could get up to, like, hundreds of subs, maybe even thousands at some point, years down the line. You know, can I keep up with all, like, manually balancing the games, trying to make sure that everybody, as much as I can, gets a shot at playing those member games. These are interesting questions to ask that I'd have to think about, but I mean, I have thought of running something like through Patreon that would help me at least keep track of who is sorry, I'm not commenting much on this game because it's just there's nothing really going on. Like, we've got 1 or 2 AFKs. It's a really crap game. I mean, I'm sorry out there, Dylan. I'm trying, buddy. I'll see if I can do another Veigar at some point. I'm not going to do one right after this one, because we have such a limited time on the stream. And Dylan has been a long time fan and has donated on several occasions for different things. So I want to try to get him a quality game with Veigar, because this is always a risk. It doesn't happen often, but I'll try to do another one at some point, maybe this week. See if we can get a better quality game. But anyway, so the paperwork is a concern, and then also keeping up and like making the membership fair. So like, what happens if someone subs in the middle of, like, if they sub like June 20th or something for June, you know, like how do I prorate that, or like how do I, you know, deal with that? So there's a lot of logistical questions involved, but I think the concept is cool, because I do want to like do some kind of subscriber things. People have asked me about subscriber stuff, and but I want to offer more than just like chat emotes, which I can't even offer those, but I want to offer something more substantial than people get for Twitch subs. I want to offer like some real stuff that would be cool. It would definitely be worth like a $5 thing. So we'll see. Like I said, I think early on, before we get a truckload of members, it will be really cool, because people will get to, you know, if we only have 20 members or something like that in the first month, maybe 10 members, then every time I do one of those games, it's gonna be the same people all the time. So that'll be really cool, you know? We get to do like a ton of different sub games, but that's not sustainable forever as the membership grows, so. Dude, I don't have my stun. So anyways, I think getting 3 or 4 points in queue with Veigar is something that is probably what you want to do, but then transitioning over to the stun in the mid game. Alright, we're on the board. One problem with Veigar just structurally is that he's designed to get last hits for kills with his ultimate, because it does more damage the lower people are. So that's one thing that structurally is going to be problematic, because as a support, you really don't want to be getting last hits. Oh, we can't reach it. Oh, she can. Okay, interesting. Okay, let me see if I can get the chat going here in a second. I can't defend that. We can try this one, though. Oh, let me see. And I'm dead. Okay, let me see if I can get the comments going here. Nope. Well, it doesn't matter what I think. I was gonna keep going, but okay, let me pause this. Oh, it has to be unanimous. Well, whatever. Well, it's kind of a waste of time. So sorry about that, Dylan. I'll see if I can get another one later on this week. It's had an AFK and kind of a troll team comp, anyways. The other YouTubers that I know of that do kind of a similar sort of sub-game type of thing, I think they have entire, like, teams, or at least they have several producer type of people that help them do that type of stuff, but... Full beard. Hey, thanks. Sort of, Paul. I mean, someone on your team needs a Sightstone. So yeah, you build full damage after Sightstone, but... Anyways, I think my ping was stable there. That's another thing, is we have, you know, more devices, at least 2 or 3 more devices on the network right now, so I was just making sure also that my ping wasn't too bad. We'll go ahead and see if we can get ranked in here. Let me see. Hey, Morris Wong. I don't remember. I think we're Plat 3. Yeah, we're Plat 350 LP. Yeah, we've been as high as... What did we get up to? We've been as high as Platinum 150 LP. And then last season we are Plat 500 LP. But yeah, we fell down quite a lot over the like about a month ago or something. We've been crawling our way back up. I think I just didn't adjust to the meta fast enough. Meta changes with the Lucian and Ezreal was kind of the big stuff that kicked us down. We were doing very well in the Misfortune Varus era, and shortly thereafter, once Lucian got those buffs and everyone started playing him in Ezreal, we just could not consistently win with them at some point. I think we did get up to Platinum 1 while that was going on, but those champions, Lucian and Ezreal in particular, gave us a lot of problems, and it was just a puzzle that I couldn't solve very easily. Because Zyra wasn't... I mean, I tried everything with him, but it's shifting away from that now, and people are starting to go more towards Caitlyn, Twitch, and Draven, which is much, much better. Caitlyn's about to get nerfed, but I think Twitch is still really awesome. Hey, thanks, Lucian. I appreciate it, buddy. We'll see. Yeah, I think the meta is starting to favor us. Baby's doing fine. How do you untilt? I'm Pix. I would say just, I mean, this is pretty generic advice, but just if you lose 2 in a row, just don't play for like 15 minutes. I think it would be both Eternal. I would offer both of those, the poll and the sub games. So even if you don't get in on the sub games, then you could still do the you could still have fun with the poll and the Discord. That would have like a smaller community you could chat with and things like that. So it would still be it's going to be a bunch of things for the membership, not one or the other. I made an Ahri, she's just too easy. One thing that I've figured out lately is Ahri has really good wave clear and Kassadin doesn't. Like, they're both really high threats, but at least Kassadin doesn't have wave clear. He's still a terror, he's still a top 3 mid laner, but that's one weakness that I've noticed in him lately. What happened to Jinx? Hold on, let me see. Someone else asked me something up here, I don't remember. I was in the middle of answering and then I got untilting. Whole idea. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it could be weird sub, Paul, but even if people aren't interested in the sub games, it would still open up like the other stuff, like the poll and things like that. Like, I want there to be options of, so you could still figure out, like, you could still get some good value out of it, even if you don't want to play in the sub games, or even if I can't get to you in the sub games. I think I can still find some good value for $5 a month. I mean, that's like, what, like 50 cents? It's even less, it's like a quarter or 10 cents. It's like 15 cents a day or something like that. 15 cents a day, I believe, would take it to $4.50. I think I'm just gonna do Janna. She's kind of the best right now. She's really good with Zyra. I could do Rakan, but frankly, I'm just not as enthused about Rakan. Now, Zyra is a problem, but I'm just gonna do Janna. It's fine, whatever.
The Tempest is at your command.
Janna's just so good against Kha'Zix, and he's the #1 threat for going off. Kha'Zix and Anivia are the big threats. Although Janna's not historic. Oh god. Well, that's really bad for us. What? Thinking about dodging this. Swain should do well top lane. Veigar is going to be a huge problem. Oh god, Twitch. I'm just going to dodge it. We'll take a 5-minute dodge. I don't think... We just don't have a way to get on Twitch. Their team's just too good. So it should just be a 5-minute dodge, and I'll answer some questions really quickly, but... What happened to Jinx? I don't know what happened to Jinx. I mean, I don't think she's any better or worse than she has been. I'll put it that way. She's okay. I mean, like, she's got a ton of damage potential, but she she lacks mobility. Like the problem with Jinx is a problem of identity, I think. And that, you know, she doesn't bring a lot to the table that's different from like Twitch, right? Like, kind of, I guess she has a better early game than Twitch does, but her late game potential is on par with Twitch. But Twitch is sneaky, you know, he can go invisible and creep up on people, and she just doesn't have that. She doesn't have the kind of escapes. Like, she has no escapes hardly unless she gets a kill, or at least Twitch can go invisible and run away. So I think she just gets outclassed by Twitch, Caitlyn, Draven, Xayah. I mean, she's okay, but I just think there are better options. Hey, Andre, baby's doing alright. Exercising her lungs in the other room, it seems. I think they're trying to feed her. She really doesn't. There's a few things we've noticed about her. She really doesn't like to be undressed when we put clothes on her, and the hospital keeps saying to do like this skin to skin stuff all the time, and so every time we do, my wife does breastfeeding, she tries to take the clothes off and do skin to skin, and then she freaks out. And no, I'm not gonna play Duck Dynasty, say sorry. Nerf coming to Kate. It's difficult for me to really assess the Kate nerf. I think it's probably pretty bad for her, but I don't know. Like, anytime they start hitting base numbers like that, that's usually bad. The fact that Hurricane doesn't stack her headshots is meaningful, but that's only in large team fights where that would matter. I think the nerf to her attack speed is a bigger concern. Like, it never seems like much, right? A lot of times, at least for me, they're like, oh, okay, they're just nerfing the attack speed by, you know, 300ths or something like that. And it's like, that's not really that big of a deal. But the problem is the base attack speed is what everything else is based on, right? That's what her growth is based on. That's what, if she gets like a Phantom Dancer or any attack speed item, that's what that's based on. And so over the course of the game, nerfs to base stats, especially things like attack speed, can be a really big deal. Yeah, I think you're right, Greg. It seems like a lot of times I'm the only person that can really calm her down. Like, if I hold her, she gets quiet, but if my wife holds her, she freaks out. And so I have to sit there and hold her, which is fine, but we're just kind of all learning each other. We're trying to balance sort of formula with breastfeeding and things like that, and there's been some complications with that we're trying to iron out. But overall, it's pretty good. She just gets, she just cries a lot if I'm not holding her. What it seems like. Hey, James Page. On this patch, I do have a patch notes link, I believe, in the description if you're interested. Yeah. Google tier list, so... I can tell you real quick, but that's a much more informative place to be. Hey Shaw, I'm not permanently changing the stream hours, but for this week I probably will be streaming from around 10:30 or 11 a.m. to maybe 2 or something like that. So yeah, temporarily. Yeah, it sounds good, Selguar, and I'll talk with you. I'll try to get some more concrete ideas about what I think about this membership thing, and we'll see what you think. And then I'll make a video about it, and I'll let you all talk to me as a community and sort of figure out what you want. What do I think about Taric in the current meta? I think Taric he's okay. I think he's largely overshadowed by other supports in most situations. Like, there are some situations where he could be good. But, like, the problem with Taric is he has no, or I'll say very low early game kill threat, and he has no wave clear, which is a huge no-no. And he doesn't have very good engage. Like, he's kind of a peeler follow-up type of support. He has good team fighting. He is very sturdy. But his early game is very suspect. I mean, maybe if you're like against a Janna or something, and you're just trying to slug it out late game, you could pull that off, but I mean, if you do want to play him, he needs to be a pocket pick against a heavy, like, area of effect team fight comp. So if they have like a Rumble, Zyra, you know, something like that on their team, where you can really leverage that ult and you're going to be team fighting a lot, or if you have a huge team fight threat. So let's say, you know, you have like a Riven and Annie, some other stuff like an Amumu, and you want to go in and start a team fight, then he can be really good at the mid game, but you're sacrificing a lot early game. And there are other champions that are very good at team fighting too, namely like Karma with her shield. It's not the invulnerability of Taric, but it does shield people from a lot of damage. It does speed them up, and she has a much stronger early game. So it's difficult to think of a lot of spots where I would pick Taric over Karma. I mean, if your team really needs a tank, but you just don't have a lot of sticking power. You've got your stun, but other than that, they can just run past you. So I don't know. I mean, he's okay.
I recommend.
I just feel like he gets. Hey, thanks, Shaw. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, I know these are weird hours. We're probably not going to get a ton of views today, but that's fine. People can watch the replay if they want. I'm just trying to do something. You know, I'd rather not have a complete blackout for a week, and I can't stream at night because my parents-in-law are staying in this room. They're probably going to want to eat dinner as a family and stuff like that. And so, you know, really the only time that I can stream is either super early in the morning. I don't want to make them get up early either. I mean, this is basically it. Like, I've got late morning, early afternoon as potential times, so. Hey, what's up, Paulus? Yeah, Janna doesn't technically have wave clear, but she has so much abundant power. Like, there's so many unique things about Janna that give her a ton of power later, that I think she's an exception. But there aren't many exceptions. That's why she's not played in pro play, by the way, if you ever wondered that, is because she doesn't have good wave clear. She doesn't have a very strong early game. The games go much longer in solo queue, and people do much more dangerous things in solo queue. So that's why Janna's particularly good in solo queue. I mean, Taric's alright. I think a couple of good buffs would help him out, but I think that he can be strong. Well, they go to bed. You know, they go to bed around 11 or something, but you know, they're trying to get ready for bed, and they might come in here and read a book or something and all that kind of stuff. Hey, RS Bug. I'm probably not going to play Galio in solo queue. He's okay, but... Oh, nice. Yeah, I like this team comp a lot better. A lot better. What's up, Gavin? Wait, what? Well, it would be nice if Janna had wave clear, but... No, Janna does not need a buff. If Janna gets buffed at all, she would be banned. A lot. She's already strong enough. Yeah, we're just gonna roll Janna here. I mean... Tom Kinch might be another good option. I might actually go with Tom Kinch here.
Call me king, call me demon. Water forgets the names of the drowned.
Tom Kinch, like, completely shatters Leona in lane. And is very good against the Sejuani ultimate also. And we kind of need another, like, we don't really have a tank. So I think Kinch is good here. Kinch is good at breaking through Sej also. Oh, the Swain video? Hey, thanks, Gavin. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, she has been screaming for like 10 minutes. Can no one seriously calm her down? Like, I calm her down, like... I just get her, I hold her gently, and then I just stare deep into her soul with my eyes. And then she just gets real quiet. What would I take if the enemy takes an AP support like Brandon, Malzgar, or Vel? I mean, it depends on what the situation is. Like, remember, I don't just pick for the lane. I pick for, you know, I have to balance that against picking for the overall team comp and sort of what our game plan is going to be. But in general, like, hard engaged champions can be good against AP supports. I mean, Miss Fortune's good against all of those you just mentioned as well, but they have to not have assassins. You can pick another AP champion, so if they pick Brand, you can pick Zyra and just, you know, have a shootout bot lane if you want. You can go for the support route if you want, or like the healing route. So you could go like just a Nami or a Sona just to heal through their harass early on. It just depends on what you need to do.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Graciously and overindulge.
What are my thoughts on Sona right now? I think Sona's okay. I mean, she's okay. She has a high win percentage. I think the buffs to
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Eventually.
I think the buffs to the Spell Thief's item help her a lot, but I still think she has a lot of problems, especially at higher elo. Because she only has one form of crowd control, and if they get a QSS, it's a big problem. She has a lot of early game pressure. I think I like Nami better than Sona in most situations, but Sona's very good if you have a wombo combo team. So, you know, if you have a Misfortune or an Amumu, a Ziggs, things like that, and she's good at holding them in place. So she's all right. I think she's really strong in bronze and in bronze and silver, but she can be good in higher elos as well. Okay.
All creation is born famished.
Well, Draven's just... Oh, we got trolled. That's alright. We'll get back in there. I've got a couple of heals here. This guy needs to, like, she has walked up and autoed him. Dude. Okay, Ivern's coming.
Where is that taste? Another meal.
First blood.
Are you kidding me right now, you guys? Wow. All I can say about that is wow.
A summoner has disconnected.
We shall gluttonize.
Hey, thanks everybody for the congratulations.
From suffering, my banquet is born.
Like, I mean, I just don't even know what to say about Draven. He literally, like, Leona didn't even have her E for engage. Like, he literally just walked up into melee combat. Like, the only thing Leona could possibly do is just walk up and auto-attack him with her Q. And she did it 3 times.
Requires foresight to manifest. Depth of flavor is what I...
And then Leona basically soloed Ivern and Draven. I don't know. I mean, there's just nothing we can do about it. I mean, I think I made the right call in going for Draven, because we can't fight in all of these minions here. There were just too many minions. Like, we should have gone for the Draven, because he ran away from the minion wave, whereas Leona was very close to it. So Ivern should have just stuck with me on the Draven, and then we could go up and maybe pick Leona off later, but... Draven's like... 1 death, he just AFKs.
True appetite never wanes.
And people wonder why I like to duo. Well, there you go. It's not because I need to get carried, it's just because I don't want my AD carry carrying the other team. Like, that's part of it. And we just can't really win a 4v5. Like, with either Sammy or Chris, we have an opportunity to basically win some 4v5s because I know they're going to be consistent.
All the world's a river, and I'm its king.
There's nothing we can really do about it. They're thinking about diving me. They probably could if they wanted to. Man, I don't know why I got a second point of Grayskin, but I was gonna have to run.
Every river ends in me.
Your turret has
I thought they're gonna dive me, which is why I got 2 points in E, just because maybe I could survive it.
No true hunger can be abated.
Yeah, not only were they chasing Leona, they were chasing Leona through like 12 minions that were stacked up. Like, they just have no sense of minion damage early on. I mean, I could have stayed back there and peeled. I guess that's what I should have done. I thought Draven was just going to back under tower, then Ivor and I were going to kill Lucian. And then maybe go back and make a play on Leona. But I don't know how they both got solo killed by Leona. Who was level 2, I think. I don't know. Well, that's just all we can really do.
East.
Yeah, he died once and rage quit out, Babu. Yeah. Man, this time of day is rough. People are saying it's supposed to get higher quality games in the middle of the day while like kids are at school, but this is twice where we've had 2 AFKs and I had to dodge the other game. Now, to be fair, the other game, my team picked like okay picks. They just had like a ridiculously stacked team on the enemy team. So, but yeah, the Veigar game was just a complete joke, and so is this. It doesn't matter if it's normals or, you know, Plat 3. Oh. I'm trying not to tilt. I mean, I'm trying to be as,
I have tastes that aren't easy.
I'm trying to be as chill as I can.
Pacified.
Usually the only time when I get tilted is if it's a huge streak. Like, one game, it's like, okay, I guess we can kind of get it back. It ends up being like 10 in a row. I mean, this is a lot of stuff like this happened too when I fell from Platinum 1 to Platinum 5, you know, a month ago or so.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I said, knowing what I know now about how they were going to act in kind of such an irrational way on that gank, then I could have stayed back to peel the Draven. But, like I said, I thought Draven was just going to go under tower because he was so low to begin with. But, I mean, the guy was, the guy walked into 3, like, melee Leona shields at level 1, so. I don't know. If he would have stayed, we still could have won. I mean, it was looking bad, but we had a phenomenal team comp. Like, we still could have easily come back into this if he just didn't AFK. He didn't even say anything, he just straight AFK'd. So I guess we just let him walk in. I mean, we can't win a 4v5. I really hate just letting him walk in like that, though. But, like, no one on my team is trying. They're all done.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
So yeah, usually, I mean, I don't like doing this. This is probably the first time. I don't even think I've done this all season, but this is just so sad. I mean, the guy just AFK'd after one death, and everyone on the team gave up. Well, we'll just get to the next one. It's whatever. Hopefully we can get a good game in here. I mean, this is not bronze. This is Platinum 3. This is the top 4% of players. Not a normal game. Well, I don't know, Babu. The thing is, like, nobody tilts if they recognize it's their fault, right? Like, that's the whole thing about tilt. If you're just like, yes, this is an identifiable mistake that I made, I can move on. Nobody gets mad about that. It's always when people perceive it's other things that are outside of their control. That's when people tilt. So it's the exact opposite of like what you're suggesting. If they think it's other people, then that's when they tilt. You know, if it's like, well, I screwed up at the Baron, I missed my smite, and they got the Baron, and they won the game off of it. You know, most people don't tilt off of that. They're like, alright, I'll do better next time. But if it's your ally jungler that does it, then that's what tilts you. I mean, how does this guy, like, ever win a game? Don't know. I mean, it's possible that his internet could have gone out. But it's pretty suspicious that the enemy team just got a triple kill bottom. And that's when he decides to AFK. Whatever, we'll get back in there. I'm not depressed, I'm just disappointed. I mean, it was a ridiculous game, it's just a waste of time. Well, that's true, Squeakers also. Oh, it is holiday, that's right, that's right. Alright, so... Well, hopefully we can get a good game in here. Don't upgrade Targon, you can't stack it. I don't know what you mean, Gavin. Did I get 2 Targons? Did I... Zillion support's okay. I mean, he's kind of in a weird place. I don't know, like you can use him to engage. You know, if you consistently hit those double bombs for stuns, I think that he can be really good. But I don't know, he could be vulnerable too. I don't know, like he can be good. Wait, is that the AFK guy? I recognize that name, or was that the other Cassin that was in our game? They're Ari.
Playtime's over.
Okay, no, that was the other Cassin that was in our game. I know, I was just disappointed. Oh, I see what you're saying, Gavin. Yeah. I mean, it was...
No, I'm just mad.
The game was basically over at that point anyways.
Glad to sleep then.
Do you consider doing off-meta support games? I mean, I don't know how people are defining meta, but I'd play things that are off-meta. I mean, Tom Kench is basically off-meta. Like, he's less than a 3% pick rate. And I pick him fairly often. And I do, like, normal... If you're talking, like, extremely obscure champions... If you're talking, like I've played Jinx support and things like that, but I do those for donations. I don't do those just because. Is there somewhere a list of all champions by base damage, armor, that kind of stuff? Yeah. I think there's like it's like League of Graphs or something. You could probably see that. I mean, I don't know exactly. Like League Wikia tells you all that information. That's the site that I use the most. Yeah, I know you don't want them to have it, but I'm not. I'm just gonna do Janna. I just flat out don't win as many games with the Lulu. But yeah, on League Wikia, if you just click on the champion, it will it'll tell you all that information up here. Attack damage, speed, armor, magic resist, all this stuff about all their abilities. But as far as like ranked in terms of attack damage, you might be able to do it on here, but I know there are sites like that. I just don't know what they are that would rank that for you. I know, Jan. We've got I know, yeah, Daniel, I know what you're saying, but I don't. If you're talking like, do I do wacky? Would I rather do wacky things or like, you know, play mostly solo queue viable like stuff? I would rather do solo queue mostly viable stuff. It's not really like. I mean, entertainment is good for the stream, but the main like theme of the stream is helping people to become better players so they can win in solo queue. Like that's kind of the theme. And you know, I could play, you know, I don't know, Rumble support or something, and then I could go, you know, play whatever Urgot support, and you know, maybe it'd be interesting if I do that stuff all the time, but people wouldn't really be learning stuff that they could take into solo queue to win. Like, it might be entertaining, but, you know, there's just a lot of problems with that. First of all, I'm going to lose a lot of games if I do that, even in normal, and it's just not a lot of fun for a lot of people just to see me get absolutely crushed doing ridiculous stuff. And then secondly, even if I do well with it, people might think, well, that was kind of interesting, but I can't play that in solo queue. You know, so it's just not really the thing. I mean, I'm not like an ankle spanking or a night blue or whatever. I'm not one of those like all caps content creators that tries to hype up obscure things to get some views to play at a much lower elo. You know, I could create a bronze smurf or something and just be like, oh my god, Mundo support OP, you'll never believe it, you know, that, and only post up videos where I go like 30-0-2 or something like that, or 2-0-30, whatever, with something obscure. But as far as like on a stream, I don't know, I don't think that, it's just not really the theme of the channel, and I don't think it'd be conducive to a good stream. If I'm only showing like, you know, the 1 out of 5 times where I completely dominate with the ridiculous support as a YouTube video, then yeah, that might be fun, but if someone donates $20, then I do play whatever people want to see. I mean, I've played Urgot, I have played Jinx, I've played Vayne, I've played Master Yi, I've played all kinds of off-meta things, like really obscure things, and sometimes in Flex Queue I play interesting things. Like I played a Heimer when he was released in Flex. I've been playing some Gragas in Flex Queue. I played a Mundo, that was a donation game in Flex Queue. I just played a Veigar in Flex Queue. So yeah, I mean, I do it from time to time, but it's not the primary focus of the channel. I mean, Kench is off meta in many metrics. Like, he has a very low win rate overall, and he has a very, as Romeo said, he's not the, what do they call him, enchanter support, and he has a very low play rate. Hey, thanks, friend. I just like to explain that, why. Yeah. Baby's in the other room with the wife and her parents. They're all hanging out doing something.
Swiftly.
There's like a difference in philosophy between myself and my wife, the parents, and some other people, where, you know, what they do is they like to basically force breastfeed, because Rory, my daughter, doesn't, like, she just is not feeding a lot yet.
As you wish.
And she's really tired because she never sleeps. She has to be tired because she's just always crying and never sleeps. And so, but she will fall asleep while she's breastfeeding sometimes, and then they'll wake her up by like tickling her feet or doing other stuff to like wake her up and like try to force her to feed more. And then she gets really mad if you do that.
Ease.
And then she doesn't sleep, and so then she continues to be angry, and so then she doesn't breastfeed. And it creates this cycle. In my mind, it creates a cycle where she's just always cranky, always underslept, and doesn't feel like eating because she's underslept. You know, whereas a lot of them think, well, if we don't force her to eat, then she's not going to eat and she's going to be underweight. Whereas I think if she just got more sleep, she would be more willing to eat and not be as mad all the time. So it's just a different kind of philosophy, and we'll see how it plays out, I guess. But, you know, ultimately it's her call. My wife's call what she wants to do. I personally would wait the sleep over the food at this point. Like, I would want her to get more sleep and miss a little bit of food. And then be in a better mood so that down the line she would be willing to eat more. She just doesn't eat more. Like, even with that method of forcing her to eat, she still doesn't eat more. And so that net result is she just sleeps less and eats about as much as she would eat anyways, which is not much. So, I don't know. But, anyways.
As you wish.
Alright, so we got a pretty good team here. Mundo's actually pretty good. I mean, I see the merit of all sides of it, but I might say, but I'm not an expert, obviously, on breastfeeding or whatever. And some of the people at the hospital who are experts, that's what they were saying to do, what she's doing. But coming from someone who doesn't like to be forced to eat a lot, and they were trying to force me to eat a lot as a kid, that's my experience with it. Is I resented people trying to force me to eat. But anyways, we got a pretty good lineup here. Akali's a little problematic, but this brand's kind of just letting us farm. I'm totally cool with that. Zyra is extremely strong later in the game. I think she scales probably better than Kate, although, you know, that's not 100% about that. I scale better than Brand does. Sort of. I don't know. They both kind of scale.
An enemy has been slain. First.
Okay, nice. TF versus Akali is kind of a skill matchup. I think TF should win early, but he stayed around too long. Was he back? I think he backed in the middle of the lane. And Nunu got a free, like, walk-up kill.
Upon the wind.
That's silly. We're farming about even. Yeah, I'm not great with babies. I really don't like emotional stuff that much. I really don't handle people crying that well, whether they're adults or children. I used to be a lot more emotional when I was like a teenager, but over the years I've become a very... Well, happiness is an emotion, right? Happiness. I'm a very kind of happy sort of person, but people who are crying and sad all the time, I don't deal very well with that. Whether it's adults or children or whatever. So I try to do what I can, but it bothers me. So I think I'm much better. I think I'll be much better. Like I'm still fine with babies. Like I hold on to her and she stops crying, like I said. I think I have the best track record of that. I mean, I had her sleeping for hours sitting in my lap earlier without crying. But I think I'm much better with kids and teens and adults than I am the babies. Dang it, my phone locked. I'm gonna have to try to get the comments going again here in a second. Jesus, seriously, it locks like instantly. I need to unlock it. That locked back in like 10 seconds. It's not even that low on battery. Now, Nunu is going to be a pest later, especially that buff on Caitlyn, Blood Boil. We can't go get him. Brand's cutting me off. We gotta... We don't. We know Nunu's here. Dude, is this guy for real? Like, what is wrong with people today? Zyra. You have to talk to this guy, Zyra. Like, you can't just let him AFK. You have to talk to people in chat sometimes. I know people say, never talk in chat. You have to, because this guy's gonna AFK if you don't talk to him. He sounds about like my daughter in the other room. Oh, God, is...
In harmony.
Well, they're probably on Fire Drake right now, and this dude's gonna, like, AFK if they get that Fire Drake. Yeah. So, he went to the top side of the map when Fire Drake's up, and they're clearly positioning for it with Scuttle.
The storm approaches.
This is like 3 games in a row where someone has just like straight wanted to AFK at 5 minutes into a game.
As you wish.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I mean, maybe I should just play normals for the day. Maybe there's just too many kids out for the holidays, like this early in the morning.
Swiftly. With ease.
We can still win this. I mean, they got an Infernal. Cossack still does a lot of damage.
As you wish.
Nunu does outscale the Heimer. Or, Mundo outscales the Heimer. If I protect Zyra, she can almost like 1v5 their whole team at some point. Oh God, for real? Wow. Alright, I'm just gonna mute him and just report him at the end. This is so obnoxious. I think I might just have to do normals for the rest of the stream. Or like, flex. This is just like the most toxic I've ever seen this game, I think. In a, like a 3-game stretch. Like, this is ridiculous.
Your turret has been destroyed.
This is platinum. Like, this isn't normal. This isn't like Wood 6. This is platinum. The top 4% of players. Like, how does this happen? You get like 3 games like this in a row. Like, the only 3 games I've played so far today are like this. Like, literally people wanting to, like, AFK at 5 minutes into a game. One person actually literally AFKing at level 2. I think the normal game, the person AFK'd at, like, level 3.
With ease.
Ally has been slain.
Couldn't get there fast enough.
In harmony.
Yeah, I'm not going down to plat 5 today off of this.
Swiftly.
Well, I'm not tilting Star, but the reason that you don't mute people is you have to talk people off of it. Like, this guy's gonna AFK if I don't find some magical words to get him to put on his big boy pants and grab a juice box and play the game.
Upon the
Like, he's just gonna keep raging and not trying. There's some combination of words that can convince him to stay in this game. I just don't know what they are, and that's how it is with everybody. Like, I'm not tilting, I'm perfectly fine. And I really think that you can be disappointed in a game and, like, aggravated without tilting. You can still make rational decisions and be rationally, like, dissatisfied with a game and still make fine decisions. So I don't think that having any sort of emotional response to something equals tilt.
Ally has been slain.
But yeah, in general, you have to respond to people. Like, in a positive way. You know, I'm not saying, Kha'Zix, you suck, or Kha'Zix, you know, whatever. I'm saying, keep your head in the game. We can win. I tried to help. It's okay. We can win. You know, that type of stuff. Sometimes you have to say that to people. To try to get them to stay into a game.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
I know, Star, but like I said, I know people don't want to read his trollery, but you gotta try to talk him off the ledge. Because he's a part of the team. Like, if it was just him losing, sure, mute him, whatever, take your loss, but he's part of my team. So I have to try to get him to get his head into the game to play correctly.
Your turret has been destroyed.
It looks like he's just straight AFK at this point. So yeah, we'll probably do flex for the rest of this just to stop the bleeding so I don't fall too much. Because I don't know what's going on today, but this is not happening. So we'll try some different stuff out in flex. Mundo's trying. Mundo's just not good. That's fine to not be good if you're honestly trying to win. But I mean, Kha'Zix is just straight AFK. Like, we're not gonna be able to win this.
Swiftly. Breathlessly.
Hey, thanks, Zach. What's it? This shouldn't even be plat 5s. Like, this should literally be like plat 3s, at least. My MMR was high enough where I was playing against plat 2s and 3s the other day.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Turn around and hit her.
Enemy killing spree. Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed.
Flex is different from normal rank because I don't care about the ranking. Like, I don't, you know, care about losing that much, honestly, in solo queue, but people want to see me get to higher ranks. And people always trip about, well, why aren't you back to diamond yet? Well, here's a lot of the reason. But with Flex, you know, I can just try out some more stuff, and people in general are more chill in Flex. Like, there's just less raging in general in Flex. There still is some, but I just don't care if I lose as much in Flex. That's why I would want to do it in Flex. Not that I'm, like, super tilted or anything right now, but, you know, I just don't want to waste all the momentum that I had before we went to the hospital. I'd gained like 2 divisions in like 2 days or something. 2 or 3 days. That's a great way to put it, Steven. Aliens will see this stream and they'll say, Earth, not worth visiting. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually, no. We're definitely reporting him. Okay, and we'll do a flex here. So flex is still semi-competitive. Actually, I mean, flex in some ways is even harder than solo queue. Where people, you know, because you can run into people that are solo queue like diamond ranked in flex, and that's happened before. But I just don't care if I lose as much, so I can try some more experimental picks. I don't know what's... Well, I could have reported Heimer. I don't know. Like I said, I don't care as much about words. It depends, you know, on what's going on. But on actions where someone's like AFK in the fountain and just like refusing to play, you know, if they get a little mad or whatever, that's fine. I can look over it. But when you're like deliberately throwing a game, that's when you get a report from me. If you say a couple of salty things, usually, you know, I can overlook some of that, but... But yeah, we'll do a flex here. Ha. Hey, thanks, Vincent. I mean, I like Zyra too, but Zyra's in kind. I mean, she's okay right now, but she does have some problems. Hey, what's up, Ahmed? The daughter's doing well. I agree, Star Guardian. Plat 5s are pretty bad. But the thing about plats is, like, you spend most platinum people spend a long time in platinum. And platinum, the first time you get there, it's cool. You're like, okay, I'm not gold anymore. But people spend so long in platinum, and there's several reasons why people are really toxic in platinum in particular. The first one, you know, is that it's not seen to be as much of a large milestone as diamond. Like platinum is just like, you know, once you get there, you're like, okay, cool. But then you just think, okay, I'm on my way to diamond. I'm going to get there really quick because I got the platinum, right? And then it's like, you know, 3 years later, you're just really mad that you're not there, and it's not even seen as a reward anymore.
I recommend skiing.
It's just like a prison where all these like people think all these idiot teammates are holding back, and they're really good enough to get to diamond and all this kind of stuff. Because with gold, you know, with silver, you're really happy. You get your border, you know, you're no longer bronze, all of this, and it's a good place to be. You're like, okay, I'm silver, good. You know, I'm average to above average for most people. It's a good thing. Gold, you get your rewards, you get your end of the season skins and stuff. You're like, yes, this is really good. Like once you get to platinum, you're like, yeah, it's cool that I'm platinum, but I really want to be diamond. And so that's part of it, is that it's just not seen as a good tier. Like it's arguably the worst tier. People just don't care or respect platinum people. Like gold's respectable, you know, because you're no longer silver. Silver's respectable. You're no longer bronze. Diamond, really good. Masters, obviously, and challenger are really respectable too. But it's like platinum is in this weird kind of go-between area where it just doesn't get a lot of respect. That's part of it. The other big structural thing is most people get to platinum by their micro, right? So they know how to fight for the most part. I mean, we still see a ton of mistakes, but for the most part, they kind of understand fighting and basic trading in lane. You know, they have a decent champion pool a lot of the times. They've stopped picking the really wacky stuff. But what they usually don't have is good macro knowledge. So they don't know how to rotate correctly. They don't know rotations. They don't watch the minimap. They don't understand, like, structurally what their team's doing. A lot of times they just one-trick the same champion into any composition. They don't understand composition theory. So it's a lot of that higher order thinking stuff. They don't have patience. They don't have the right kind of outlook on the game. You know, and they're not focused on learning as much, and so they're more focused on results. And so a lot of this makes it difficult for people to understand why they're not winning. And so that gets people frustrated. You know, when you're in silver, maybe you can understand a lot of time, not always, but sometimes there's some indicators why you're not winning. You know, like if you die 8 times in a game, or you're like, okay, I goofed up, I shouldn't have positioned in that place in that team fight, or I shouldn't have chased that person under tower, or I shouldn't have done this or that. Like, there's easier stuff to identify on a micro level. Like, I could have done this fight a little bit better, or I could have done this or that. Like, the stuff to fix is more identifiable. But like in Platinum, it's, like I said, more theoretical, and it's more difficult for people to see that if you don't watch replays of yourself, or you don't get coaching or anything like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Ray. That's a lot of it. But yeah, so it's a combination of people, and people spend a lot of time at Platinum. Most people who get to Platinum will never rise higher. It's like the top 3% of players. You know, 3 to 10, depending on 3 to 7. I don't really know what the spread is these days. But I might try out Gragas again here. Gragas has been kind of my pet tank I've been working on. Because I do think he has a lot of potential after playing him some. I just think I haven't been playing him correctly in a lot of situations, but I think that he can be really strong. So I'm going to try Gragas out here really quick. Now I'll try out something different.
If you're lying, I'm in.
Oh, it's Malzahar support. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have 2 different ways to stop his ult. I should be able to push him in, I think. The Malzahar changes are interesting. We'll see. I think that might make him a better mid laner. I don't know about support. There's a lot of changes next patch. It's gonna be... It's gonna definitely keep me busy. I don't know. I don't think AP Gragas is the way to go. He's okay. His ratios got nerfed a long time ago. Like, he used to have like a 1.0 ratio on his ult and like a 90% ratio on his barrel, on his Q. Hey, thanks, Exhibition Master. I appreciate it. Hey, Exhibition Master. I'm playing in the morning, and I'm going to be playing in the morning probably all week a little bit because my wife and I just had a baby, and my wife's parents are staying in this room. And so at night, they go to sleep. You know, they come in here and read books and, you know, stuff like that. And so I could move my setup into the other room over there, but I would probably keep them up at night. So the reason that it usually works when I am at night and my wife is trying to sleep is because she's on the other side of the house. So, and I need to be up at night to help my wife, you know, with the kid and stuff like that until we get her into a more reasonable routine. I don't have they said they're going to change the support items in 7.12? I haven't seen that. I don't think they're going to change the support items. I think they're okay. Play some Soraka next game? Maybe. Soraka's pretty fun too. Hey, thanks Sebastian, I appreciate it. Huh. Yeah, I don't know, Steve. All chat is a weird thing. I mean, some people like having that little banter with people on the other team. It gets them riled up. They like the competitiveness, but yeah, usually it leads to toxicity more than to good things. Awesome exhibition. Okay. Yeah, I know a lot of people will like the morning time, but a lot of people won't also. They're just used to tuning in at my evening time, so this is a temporary thing for now. I can't sustain, when school's in session, I can't do it because I have to teach in the mornings and prepare for classes and things. That's why I do the evening in general. After I get home from class and have time to eat and all that good stuff.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I'm gonna go ahead and VOD this one, see if I can get some more Gragas coverage here. Hello buddy, welcome back. They're part of the game of League of Legends. I'm the Strategy Professor, doing a little Gragas action here. Still working on him. As I've explained in my last kind of Gragas videos that I've done on stream, I think he has a lot of unique properties to him that could make him a particularly good tank if you're going to play a tank in this meta. He has good wave clear, he has good sustain in lane, he's very tanky, he has a lot of innate damage reduction with his W. He has 2 forms of hard stun with his body slam and his cask barrels. Including one that's really good multi-purpose on a low cooldown that can blow people into your team or can knock people away. So I think he's got quite a bit of versatility. And he has pretty decent sustained damage too, with his percentage-based damage on his W and his some of his other abilities. So I don't know, we'll see. I don't have a huge winning percentage with him, but you know, I'm still pretty new with him too. I think my biggest mistake is sometimes I won't press my W before I go in to fight. I'll try to do it in the middle of the fight, and sometimes I get stunned, and they do a lot of damage to me before I can do it. This matchup, you know, Malzahar's been nerfed a lot, but he still has, you know, you gotta respect him, level 6. Like, I can break his stuff pretty easily. I think just spamming the quick barrel on the ADC is kind of a good strategy, especially if they're near creeps. So I don't wait for her to get near these creeps, and then I'll... There we go. Or I can zone her with it like that. And then it'll do some nice damage to the back line. Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it, friend. Okay. I could use that on the big one, I suppose, but alright. He has a lot of self-sustain too, which is nice. His mana costs are a little high early on. He doesn't have a lot of mana regen, but if you get like Redemption first, which you probably should, then I can maybe zone her out here. So his wave clear is not the best on the block, but it's okay. Lee Sin. Okay, so we gotta be a little careful with Lee. trying to save up some mana a little bit here. I'm getting kind of pushed in. It's fine. Now it's basically out of mana too. So we got all of her stuff. Now it's starting to do some decent damage to her, but I need to get some fairy charms for sure. First back here, and then we can do some more harassment. Yeah, hit him, dude. I mean, I don't know what he wants. Alright, that's fine. Dude, he doesn't even know. It's like the super nerfed version of that. Alright, so... go for this, and then... put fairy charms and a pink ward sounds good.
Get some.
Let me say... Hey, thanks, Oliver. Sorry, I can't always follow the chat as closely when I'm in the middle of the game. I teach persuasive writing at a major public university in Southern Ohio. So primarily persuasive writing. I can teach 19th century British literature is my specialty, but usually in my department I end up teaching persuasive writing. It's having some financial troubles, as many humanity departments are, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to get hired back this year, although I think I'm a very valuable asset to the department. I mean, I was like Teacher of the Year 2 years ago, and I consistently have some of the best, you know, evaluations of any teacher at the university, but it's rough. It's rough. So anyways, right now I teach mostly persuasive writing, but in the future I would like to teach some more Brit Lit stuff. I like persuasive writing, but I like switching up and teaching some different stuff sometimes too. I mean, it's real easy for planning. I teach the same class all the time, but... Oh, I didn't get him. That's alright. What? Okay, so she's probably going to come back with a VF sword, which sucks for us. Okay, I think that's going to go all the way into the tower. Let's see. We'll go ahead and donate a ward down here. Oh gosh. I think... Yeah, he does that too slowly. That's going to cost me too much mana. He's not very good at taking Scuttle.
Oh, yeah.
Now I can come up here and get this plant later, though. If I use a bunch of mana early, then I can go get the plant later. Yeah, BF sword. Refillable. So she's kind of ahead of us right now. What does he want? Dude, I'm not 6, I'm not 6! Kled coming in. Shit. Hello, Kled? What? He's standing right here for like 30 seconds with his ult?
Let's get this party started.
I mean, do I need to verbally type out, Kled, are you going to follow up on this? Kled, you're positioned like you want to gank. Would you like to actually gank? I mean, do I actually have to type that out?
I'm on it.
I'm just muting Draven.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need to hear it from a guy who's trying to force a fight before I'm even level 6. Like, the only reason that I was forcing it that hard is because Kled is literally sitting right here with his ultimate. And I thought he pinged. Did he not ping? Okay, I guess he pinged to be careful. I thought he actually wanted to fight because he was sitting right there with his ult. I mean, what am I supposed to think about that? I guess I'm gonna have to type it like, hey, do you want to actually gank? You're in a position to gank. Would you like to gank, sir?
Let's get this party started.
He's in here somewhere.
Need some grog. I'm on it.
This is why I don't like engaged tanks a lot of the time. If people don't follow up, it's just really bad. Who pinged that? Oh. Okay, so he actually wanted to go in on that. That's good. So I missed it. Like, you gotta remember that this has a travel time of like half a second. And she flashed, like, right when I was trying to throw it at her, so.
Don't get pushy.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Okay. I'm gonna go for that. And I guess we'll just get,
Oh, yeah.
we'll go for that. We didn't have enough for anything else, really. They're gonna get it.
Turret has been destroyed.
Okay, so they're all gonna try to, like, creep on me here. Alright, I'm gonna go for more body slam cooldown. I'm not really sure what to get in the mid game. I think body slam is your burst damage, it's your mobility, and it's your crowd control, so I think that's what you want to level. 3 points in barrel for laning, and then body slam in the mid game. He's dead.
You have been slain.
So he could have used stand aside also to knock that Lee off of him, but I had to knock the Lee off with my body slam, which put me really far out of position. Then I don't have my mobility to escape anymore, so I had to use my ult to knock the MF back. Then I had to go back in to save him at the end and die again. It's 50. I guess we'll ping mute him now too, why not? Okay. So he could have stood aside to knock aside the Lee, he could have flashed sooner, or used heal. He wasn't respecting Malzahar's ult range. And I had to try to bail him out like 3 times, but I just can't. I need boots. But yeah, I mean, that's why Janna is just so good, is like, if I was Janna, I could bail him out of all that. Like, Janna just bails out people who are out of position just so much better than anybody else. And a lot of engaged supports have a hard time with that. Like, I can kind of do it with Gragas, but it leaves me a lot more vulnerable because I can't escape myself when that happens. Yeah, I mean, they're here. We gotta leave, dude. Dude, he's right here, like... I gotta body block this Q.
An ally has been slain.
I mean, he was walking on wards for a very long time. And I was body blocking that Q so hard, so he couldn't do that. But... Hang on, man. Yeah, I shaved the beard. My wife requested that for the birth of our daughter, so pretty simple request, easy to abide. All right, so let's get a couple of control wards, I guess. We did get the Drake though, which is good. I mean, this game's not like completely out of hand. Draven is having some problems this game with decision making, but we can still win. We don't. They are going to outscale us. It's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be hard to win this, but I think it could potentially be done. If Veigar gets, like, really, really strong, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Draven's just raging so hard. He's probably still spam pinging me. He just has no map awareness. Probably because he's raging so hard, he's not looking at the map at all. Get some more wards down.
Get some.
He's probably dead again, bottom. Gonna get flanked. The problem with roaming is, like, I kind of have to roam here. but at the same time, like, he's gonna AFK if he gets caught out and killed, probably like one more time. Alright, so I'm gonna try to help him get this at least. We can maybe get on the board. Oh god, no. Too late. Fortunately, Fizz is very good into Zed, so... Oh god. I'll just mute Kled too. I mean, we have no vision there. Like, I'm the only one warding, and I'm trying to ward for the Rift Herald, which we are trying to do. And so I don't know that Misfortune's coming from that angle. But I'm not expecting him to cut that way. Alright. Alright, so we'll go ahead and finish up Redemption here. What do I want for boots? I guess just, I guess we'll just work Ninja Tallies for boots. A little tankier. Yeah, that's exactly right, Star.
Oh,
Yeah, he's probably dead.
Don't get pushy.
Yeah, that one's my bad. I should have just noticed that everyone had backed. I thought there were more people here. I guess they got pushed off the tower too hard. I was gonna like bump Malzahar back into them under the tower, but then everyone left.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Let's get this party started.
Alright. I guess I'll just end the VOD on this. This game's not VODable. So I don't know. I still think engaged tanks have a hard time right now. Because they're so unforgiving if people are out of position or don't follow up. The game's still winnable.
Take some.
Fizz is so aggravating when he's like in meta. He's been nerfed a lot, but he's still good at killing like other squishy champions. Like Veigar.
Shut down.
Okay, Draven's getting some kills. He is still playing Draven. Okay. I might try out base of the mountain here.
Let's get this party started.
And then we'll get a ruby sightstone next, just for some more shielding. Doesn't have CDR. No, it doesn't have CDR, which isn't bad. Yeah, I should redemption that. I'm a little too greedy with it. Alright, I need to get a ward on, I don't think they can do Veigar anytime soon, but... Or I could have Face of the Mountain then too. Keep in mind, I haven't played this in like 5 days or something, so I'm trying to get back into the swing of things too. But I'm going to be making some mistakes also.
Get some. Don't get pushy.
I mean, we can't kill Fizz. Now, if they try to come down here and dive, we can make a play on that. Okay. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Stand in the redemption, you clown. Alright, fair enough. I guess we don't have time for it.
Don't get pushy.
Alright. I don't have time to go get that one. So we'll get a Ruby Sightstone next, then we'll probably get Knight's Vow.
Get some.
Hey, what's up? Stellar? Yeah, it's a weird time to stream. I don't,
Need some
you know, our viewership, I'm sure, is going to be pretty low on this, but people can, watch the replay if they want to see it. Like I said, I just don't really have much of a choice. Like, you know, we just got a lot of stuff going on over here this week. And I'm not gonna be able to stream for as long either. Like I said, probably three, maybe 4 hours, depending on what's going on. Wow. All right. Guess I should have had that ward. I should have warded over this wall. I mean, I should have known they were setting up for something like that, because they're not at Baron. Like, where are they going to be? And then there was 2 of them down here. It's pretty obvious they're all going to be there. I know, people love this time if you're EU. I think it's about 6 hours back or so. I mean, that was a pretty clever little move by them, but we should have seen that coming.
Let's get this party started.
Bud's complaining about something. That's too far. Whoa, how'd that not kill him? Yeah. I mean, we did make some mistakes this game, and then also, the team's just better than ours at the end of the day. Fizz is... We still have enough CC for Fizz. We can still win. It's just, it's starting to get a little tough. It's starting to get a little tough.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Janna's not that great with Lucian, because Lucian loses scaling to everybody, basically.
Get some.
Like, you really want Janna with the higher scaling ADC. Hey, Ruel. It's for this week only.
Let's get
The stream time, probably. We'll see how the viewership turns out, but yeah, it's kind of a, God, I just don't even do any damage. He's gone. Wrong way. Oh, they're both dead.
Killing spree.
I mean, Are they actually gonna make it? I am shocked they lasted that long. I guess I should have stuck with them. I should maybe get like a frozen fist next, but a little bit of extra damage. And it could do Knight's Vow. I guess what I was working towards, but maybe frozen fist would be better. I don't know. I had to run in that strange way because there were like a couple of minions blocking, so I had to try to like circle around, and I missed her, so that was a fail. But no, dude, it was a 4v like 3, and they had us all flanked. Like, I mean, I'd say 9 times out of 10 they're gonna get slaughtered right there. Whereas if I stay with them, then I'm going down with the ship, and it's bad to go down with the ship because they would have gotten Baron if they killed all 3 of us right there. If I stay up, we can maybe contest Baron in a 3v4 situation. Like, sometimes you have to, if your team's doing ridiculous stuff, you have to let them die. That's one of the hardest things to do as support, but it's not okay to die with your team. In a lot of like, sometimes you need to, obviously, but oh god, that was horrible. Went the wrong way. My mouse skills are definitely off a little bit from being missing for 5 days. I was trying to exhaust her for a while. Let's just roll out. Elder's gonna be up soon. I don't want to hit. Well, I'll hit it this way.
Has destroyed a turret.
I'm on it.
Make him use a smite on it. Okay, that's fine. Whatever, we'll just finish Knight's Vow. And then, is Frozen Fist not on here? It is. Okay, I'm gonna go with Sheen first. I'll get a little bit more damage. Okay, one of them is in the middle. Oof, I accidentally hit camera lock in there.
I'm on it.
Yeah, I was trying to zone the Lee. I probably should have stayed back tighter on the Draven, but I think we can probably win this here. Okay, so we pulled it off. I played pretty poorly, I think. I missed quite a few barrels and things. But, you know, he is still a good pick. Will you end the game, please? Thank you. Yeah, hopefully you can kind of see the, I see the potential of Gragas there. I mean, he's got a nice stun. He's extremely tanky. He's got a nice engage. He's got a nice disengage. Some decent wave clear, so he's okay. I'm just playing around with him a little bit. But yeah, we managed to pull it off. Oh, what time is it? 1:21. I'll do another one. I'll play something different here. I'm playing flex for a few here, as I explained before, because it just doesn't look like a good day for solo queue. I played 2 solo queue games, and people were wanting to like AFK surrender at like 5 minutes into a game twice. It's just a really sad day for solo queue, so we're doing a little bit of a flex queue here. Or it's still a pretty competitive environment. I just don't care as much if I lose, so. It lets me play something other than Janna too, quite a lot. Try out some different things. How long have we been going? Hey, thanks, Rebecca. Thanks, Shaw. I appreciate it. What do I want to do this game? We'll see what everyone else does. What is he playing? Duffman top?
No cure for fools.
I could do a Rumble top. I could try a Fiora top, but I'm not feeling it. My mouse skills are not on point yet. Need to get back in the groove a bit more after missing 5 days. Or 4 days, however long it's been.
Now I'm just mad.
Yeah, I hadn't played since Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. Hey, thanks, Marcige. Yeah, he is weird. I do like Fiddle a lot. End of the line. Here's the Banari. So I'm probably gonna Rumble top then. He's kind of a classic go-to top for me.
I do not tolerate
GP is
cowardice.
fun. I've tried GP top. I'm not very good at GP top, but GP is kind of fun though. Maybe I should try GP some more. GP has pretty good utility later in the game, but he's kind of hard to play correctly. I'm not experienced enough with Mordekaiser top to make an opinion on that. I don't think he's that strong, because I think Mordekaiser wants to be paired with other people. But, I mean, he could be okay. Neutral, I guess. I think there are probably better picks than him most of the time. Ooh, actually, I've been wanting to try Yorick top. This is probably going to be really bad, but I just want to try it, because I've faced a Yorick. Like, he's a really rare pick, but it seems like he's pretty strong a lot of the times. asleep behind me. I was making sure the cat. I think I might try out Yorick. I'm not sure if I have a good page for it. I need to see like which page I want for him. I think he just runs like AD, right? It's like AD top range.
Fear not. I will make use of your corpse.
Come on. Let's see. Who's reliable? Impact. Okay. What you got for me? Impact. Yeah, just AD, magic resist armor. Okay, so just standard top runes. This also helps me with coaching other people too. If I get more experience in other roles, I can coach other roles better. If I just have at least some. Attack damage. What am I against? Mundo? Well, we'll do magic resist. And here we Fiora, I imagine, right? Just fervor. I'm not 100% sure about old Yorick here, but I do want to try him out. Hey Eric, everyone's doing pretty well. Gragas top could be good. Let me go use the bathroom just really quickly, and then I'll be back. Bye.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright. Guess I could just
30
get.
seconds until minions spawn.
Guess I could just get corrupting. Yeah, sure, why not? Whatever.
I think not.
Say, have a seat. Okay. I know it's Trinity Force. What else is good other than Trinity? Like, Your Spirit Massage. Does that seem silly? Don't I want more tank stuff with it?
But for the waters, the mist would take me.
Oh, the enemy that dies anywhere. Okay. Yes, I have no idea what's going on with Yorick, but I'm just gonna try him out here.
Hear you, no matter
So just pushing
how
in.
you cry.
How does that work? How do I summon those things? Or no.
All things fade.
Okay, there we go. I see. Once you get 3 of them out, then you can send them after people. Okay, gotcha.
First blood.
Your tomb.
An ally has been slain.
This journey is long. I will complete it.
Okay, so once you stack it up to 3, then you have to use it within so long, I think.
The mist comes for you. I'll remember.
Do I have to? What happens if I don't? Okay, then I can keep stacking. But I can get up to 4, I think. But I have to have 3 to trigger it. Okay.
An ally has been slain.
One more grave.
An ally has been slain.
It is the end.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh god.
I still draw breath.
Alright.
The mist
Fair enough.
rise,
Okay, let's go ahead and buy.
searching for a place to take root.
Restores 18 health, doubled when below half health. Okay. Alright, well I know this is part of the equation. What do I... Phage first?
Red is the heart that barely beats in me. To most, life is
He's pushing
fleeting.
into me. I think it's fine if I don't
To
TP.
me,
Okay, so this
it is
gives
quagmire.
damage, health. Okay. Current health is magic damage, 50. Okay, so I could spam that.
Isles were once paradise. Now they're
An enemy has been slain.
You are to die. Life is but a brief disinterment.
What do you health?
It hurts to remember.
Yeah, so I don't know a ton about old Yorick here. I'm trying. He's kind of complicated. I should have read up on him more. It's just kind of a whim. I was like, oh, Yorick. I read about him like a few days ago.
Enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Water
An
for the
ally
living,
has been slain.
shovel for the dead.
You need to ward for Eve. Is Eve dead? She hasn't done anything, really.
What a beautiful dream is life.
Okay, so maybe I can see her if she's doing camps. I can't really
This
kill
journey is long,
her.
but I will complete it. It fouls upon touch. It is to the grave we go.
Probably need to get an Executioners against Mundo. Probably after,
A curse upon the ground. rise, they fight, they rot.
How long do those things last?
The ruined
Seem to last a pretty decent amount of time.
soon meet the victims of his curse. An unholy mark upon you.
Let's go.
Behold the horrors of the eye. Has become scared.
Do this. Oh, I didn't even use my corrupting potion. I could have.
The ruined king's allies shall fall with him.
Sweet. Well, I almost killed her. I maybe could have turned it on her if I had a bit more. If I'd been popping this corruption potion more, I probably could have turned it on her. Let's go with that. I need boots. They're gonna come at me pretty soon. What do I even want? Let's get boots one, and one of these, and one of these. That's sure. And one of these. I might have to TP that kid. Now she heals me, right? 5%. I don't really know. I think she heals me.
The grave is your home.
An enemy has been slain.
I know he does a lot of damage if that maiden's around. I know that.
I know well.
Those things do some pretty good damage too, those little ghouls.
Mist would take
How long do they last? I think they last forever.
From the ground they come, and to it they return.
Killing spree.
Oh, I do need to start using my corruption potion more. Always forget about that. I'm just not used to having that item.
Perform your rites.
Keep closing in. I think I can kill them both with Maiden up.
Great. Rise and return to this world.
Yeah, let's just get these things pushing. Oops.
It hurts to remember. Life is but a brief disinterment.
That's pretty good wave clear. Pretty cheap stuff.
Ally has been slain.
What a beautiful
An enemy
dream.
has been slain.
I thank you for your service. Remember me.
to see, can I just like push him in right now with all of this stuff? Nah, the towers do too much damage to her. Okay, I was thinking maybe I could, but it aims for her. That was kind of dumb. But I just wanted to see. I know that she split pushes pretty well. I thought she was tankier than that. Okay, those things do some damage though. I'm starting to kind of creep ahead.
The hole I dig.
Almost out of mana here, so we gotta chill a little bit.
Step toward the end.
I don't think Mundo can ever really kill me. I mean, maybe like really late game, but
An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill.
interesting.
This horde consumes all. These
Nah, let's go ahead and buy.
Has destroyed a turret. Shut down. Killing spree.
I'm probably just gonna do Ninja Tabi, I suppose.
material world. I am no tyrant. These souls act on their own.
Yeah, I read this guy like last week or something, so I don't really know exactly everything that he does.
This
But I figured I want to try him out because he looks kind of strong in a lot of situations. Potentially, I mean, I kind of want to know what he does too because I've been seeing him a bit more in games, and he seems pretty strong a lot of the time.
what a beautiful dream is life.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, I can't TP down onto that.
Turret has been
They
destroyed.
long for
I feel like I want something that's gonna help me like lifesteal a little bit. Maybe that's wrong.
An ally has been slain.
Like a Death's Dance or something?
I am no tyrant. These souls act on how quick the turn from blessed curse. I will not.
I want to try Death's Dance on him because I think the little minions would heal you up quite a bit also in a fight.
Our souls are a small price to pay to cleanse this wrath.
An enemy has been slain.
I need to get Executioners also for Mundo. Is she coming? I don't think he's coming. I think I can kill them both if she shows up.
Your
We
team
shall
has destroyed
prevail.
a turret.
We have eternity.
Shut down.
A little longer than rest.
An enemy has
I
been
do
slain.
not know what lies beyond, but it is
God, dude, those things! Holy crap, those things are just lighting him up.
The constant bleeding of souls in torment.
Okay, she's just rotating up here, that's fine.
Death used to be
Has been slain. An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
I thought the little dudes are supposed to get on her. Or they're all dying in this stuff, though. Well, I am drawing their most powerful person up here right now. Yeah, she's 7-1. So I'm keeping her away from everyone else. I'm going to try to hold this as long as I can. It's going to be a little rough.
An enemy has
But yeah,
been
they're doing a
slain.
lot of work bot lane because she's not there and she has all their gold, so...
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, Rakan's going to come up here and help me out. I'm kind of low on mana.
I carry these souls to their end, wherever it may be. Isles remember. A breath between rights.
Rampage.
Oh, I could get Rift. Yeah, that was a while ago. I suppose y'all were saying that. I don't know. I don't really feel like I had enough pressure. Okay, I'm going to try Death's Dance. I feel like that could be good. But not... AD...
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, I guess I'll wait on this for a little bit. It's not that much longer. I feel like it says all physical damage done, so I think that the minions would also do a lot of damage with Death's Dance and heal me for just like a ridiculous amount.
Beyond is waiting.
Potentially.
Strive to
I might go like Death's Dance, Spirit Massage. Eh. I legit just tried to bang Inhibit.
once cold
Nice.
was undying, yet dying. Hello, friends.
I mean, I am getting a lot of farm with him. That's very unusual for me. I usually suck at farming, so that's step number one. That's really good, is that I can farm a lot with him. These little things, do they just last forever? Is that the deal?
Those were once paradise. The dead don't hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna come back over here and split push then.
Enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill.
There's one more grave.
Oh, now I get 4 of them. Nice. Some new ones.
From below. I am the first and last of my order.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I think they know I'm coming.
A ruined king will soon meet the victims of his curse.
How we looking? Well, we're getting some power in there, but how's Mundo looking? We can crush him.
It is to the grave I go.
leave.
I am no
So right now I'm just going to try to push him in and then
souls act
see if I can catch people out who are trying to split to catch up to me.
I will return.
Or go and like pressure middle. We got ourselves a death stance. I need to get one more pink here.
I carry these souls to their end, wherever it may be.
Little monkeys. Dude, those things look like they hurt, man. Anivia is a huge problem, though. I think I can take, like, 2 of them right now. If I get Executioners, which is, I guess, what I'll get next.
Take me.
Shut down.
Death is not to be feared.
Dang, I didn't think they'd take it that fast.
Life is just every
An
heart.
ally has been slain. An enemy.
Life is like a
Right here, right here, right here. God. There, well, I'm at least getting a tower with this maiden. Dang it. God, I was so close. How did she do that much damage? I should have been that loud. Wake up baby on those somehow. Is she all AP or something? She got Trinity. No, she's like mega fed. I'm gonna also go for this. I think I might go for this. I got Baron. Well, I think we could have done Baron with all my minions. Pretty sure we could have done Baron. Alright. Well, the good news is I think he's pretty strong. I do like him. I just don't know him that well. Yeah, Spirit Visage would be really good, but the problem is Eve is a lot of their damage, and she's building a ton of AD. And so is Lucian, obviously. So.
Come, and to it they return.
Nivea's just so obnoxious in a siege. Yeah, if I'd been using my corrupting potions earlier, I think I could have had him. Come on, I just can't get minions. Okay, there we go.
Return and fight.
Whatever.
Seriously?
No.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Oh no. Alright, locked again.
Hallowed or profane, I no longer know. It's you they see. Walk once more. How quick the turn from
Oh, he's dead.
to curse. I'll remember.
An ally has been slain.
The beyond is waiting.
I do have teleport.
Die with me, brothers. Respects to the dying.
An ally has been slain.
I guess I gotta back. I mean, no one can do anything if I'm not there. Well, hell, I guess I gotta keep going. I mean, they might just end the game flat out, but doubt it.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Breath between rights. The ruined king will soon meet the victims of his curse.
Slain.
Alright, she's not gonna kill me with that anymore. I mean, I could just go for this to help with splitting more. That'd probably be a good idea. Spirit of Touch is good, but I think we're just gonna have to split our way to victory here.
Crap.
An enemy is legendary.
15 deaths on a column.
One day,
Alright.
Enemy triple kill.
what a beautiful dream is life.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit on the rough side. I can't hold this 1v5. So I do think that Yorick can potentially be pretty good after playing that game. Pretty nice split. It was interesting. It was interesting. Remember, I just yeah, but I don't need the Executioners, Marius. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Mundo wasn't a problem the whole game. He basically wasn't even in the game. I mean, I had like 100 more CS, and he didn't kill anybody the whole game. Like, the problem I mean, everyone else just really underperformed hard. Especially Akali. Like, I could have joined my team more. I did come up and flank twice and make some pretty good plays, but I think just splitting and pulling... I mean, I pulled a Nivea off, and she was the one that was 7-1 early on, and I pulled her away from everyone else. But yeah, I mean, the plan was to get Executioners, but then once I realized that Mundo was pretty much worthless, and I needed to, like, the real enemy was Eve. She was the only one that could split and keep up with me. This will probably be my last game. Let's see, I might be able to do one more. I'll see how everyone's doing around the house. I think people might just be sleeping and chilling. I haven't looked at Nayuda yet. I'm not sure what to think of her. Lethality build is really bad. I think the best Eve... Like, I don't see people go Gunblade on Eve, but I honestly think that Gunblade... Things like Gunblade, just stuff that helps with burst. Gunblade, Hextech...
is a more alternative.
Trinity into, like, tank items or something like that. Hey, Marios. I played a few solo games today, honestly. It was really rough. Like, we had two people, like, both games literally... One game, someone literally AFK'd out of the game in under 5 minutes after one death. And another game, someone was, like, threatening to AFK after 5 minutes. And the entire team were to AFK in under 10. So, it's Memorial Day weekend, kids are out of school. Maybe I just got really unlucky, but I don't want to throw away all of my LP that I earned last week. When today seems like it's just a really, really rough day. So I'm just experimenting and just playing some other stuff around the stream. Also, I'm a little bit rusty too, obviously, because I haven't played in 5 days. So I'm just trying some different stuff out on the stream and flex. But yeah, if anyone who's here for those earlier games, if that's a harbinger for what all's going on today, I'm not interested in being a part of that.
No cure for fools.
Nah, the baby's asleep in the other room. I don't want to bring her out here yet. Well, there will be a day where I'll bring her out, but she's been pretty rough to handle. Like, I mean, she's in good health, but she's just very, she just cries a lot. If she's asleep, trust me, you want to leave her asleep. I mean, I don't think she slept more than 30 minutes all last night. It was just non-stop. Like, crying, screaming. Well, that could be true too, Nidicus, but I will show the baby eventually. It's fine. But yeah, it probably won't be for a little while. I kind of wanted to play Soraka. I know people were asking to play her. Who's good with Twitch? Well, against the Soraka is pretty annoying. Who's our jungler? Elise. They have an immobile mid laner. Means I could potentially try to roam. Something that heals would be nice. Let's go with Fiddle. Fiddle doesn't heal per se. Oh, I'll do, people are always asking for Leona. I'll try Leona again.
The dawn has arrived.
So I'm going for Leona. They have an immobile mid-laner. Oh, thank you so much for the donation. I'm talking kind of quiet because I don't want to look like a baby. Let's see what's going on here. See what that is. So Leona can prey on people who are pretty low mobility. We also have a very good gank jungler with Elise. And Soraka's really easy to kill on ganks. Hey Shamar. No, there's no such thing as a stupid question, friend. Oh, thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate it. And so does my wife. So the new gold with the Spell Thieves is basically anytime you hit somebody, you get gold, just like you did with the old Spell Thieves. So all of the gold items generate gold in basically the same way they did. The coin's a little bit different, so you have to pick up the coins instead of getting them passively. But and then once you have to get to a tier 2 item. Once you get that and 650 collected gold, then you get a bonus with all the gold items. With the Spell Thieves item, once you get to 650, whenever you hit somebody with an auto attack, a spell, anything, then you get a movement speed increase of 50%, I believe, for 1 second. And that can stack. Like, you don't get increased movement speed, but the duration increases. So if you have 3 of those, it's basically anytime you would get gold from it after you have the 650, then it's going to give you the movement speed. So if you have 3 stacks of it, I think it has like a 1 second delay or something on it now. Something like that. But whenever you deal damage, basically you get 50%. So if you deal damage to 3 different targets in a row, I believe, so like a Fiddlesticks ult, hit 3 people, then you get 50% move speed for 3 seconds. So that helps out a lot of champions that in the past would get that item, but were very squishy. This is a primary reason I think that Sona has skyrocketed in win percentage lately, is because, you know, one of her big problems historically is that she's very squishy and she's very immobile. Like, it's difficult to get away. You know, you can press your E and try to run away, but she doesn't have any like dashes to get away. But with that, it speeds you up so you actually can get away from some things. It's not like a cure-all, but it's nice. Fiddlesticks is kind of the same way, and Zyra, whereas, you know, their problem is in the mid-game. If they get caught out and dead, well, this helps them escape from that. So I think highly immobile champions that would get Spell Thieves benefit quite a lot from it. Hey, thanks, Marios. I'm not like super whispering, but I'm pretty quiet. This should probably be my default setting when I talk. Because I do wake my wife up sometimes at night.
Finally right. Minions have spawned.
Prof ASMR. There we go. I could do some ASMR. I try to do more of a radio voice when I'm talking.
One of these is going to get stuck in your head. I'm dedicating this piece to you.
I might go ahead and VOD this one. See if I get a good one. Hi buddy, welcome back. They were playing the game of League of Legends. I'm the Strategy Professor. We're doing a Leona game here. Awful quiet so I don't wake up the baby in the other room. Wife and I just had a child about 4 days ago. Doing an afternoon stream this week because the in-laws are in town. You can start E, you can start Q, it doesn't really matter that much. I started Q to help out more with things. It helps you clear wards if they try to place a ward right in front of you, and this is a tough lane though, unless the jungler comes. Like, the reason that I picked this is because I could roam, get a kill on Xerath in the mid game, and we can kill Soraka if Elise ever comes down here. But it's a really, really rough lane. You know, I could have potentially done like a Sonar or Nami to try to heal through this Soraka, but are they literally already zoning?
The sun always rises.
I haven't even been able to proc these yet. Hey, thanks for the sub, I appreciate it.
Twilight approaches.
I'm gonna take it. Oh, I couldn't even get it. Let's say I'm gonna take a huge hit for this, but we're not down that much, honestly. Like, Kate's missing all of those. Like, it looks like we're down 8, but there's 8 right there. So if Twitch just hits some of these, should be fine. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, Kate versus Soraka is gonna be rough any way you cut it. So I could go with like a Nami or a Sona to just try to heal through the Soraka if I wanted to, but those aren't going to be as good late game, and I need some hard engage on the Soraka. Trapped here. Gee, Twitch, hello, like, dude just like AFK or something or what? Like,
Ever vigilant.
yeah, I think he's legit AFK.
Rally to me.
Interesting. Wow, that's complete disrespect for our jungler. Like, they have no wards in here. I know they don't have wards. And she flashes forward. It might as well just spit in Elisa's face. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and I guess I'll do some boots.
Boom. Headshot. Rally to me.
An enemy has been slain.
I mean, if the lane breaks, I guess at least I'll get to roam around.
The sun always rises.
Okay, now we're extremely far behind. If Twitch had actually grabbed that wave earlier and didn't die and lose like 30 CS of the tower, then we could have caught back up and it wouldn't have been that bad, but now it's pretty bad now. Pretty rough. Now we're down like 30 CS. This is one problem with picking tanks in Leona and stuff like that too, is like if you get behind, you're really far behind. Like if the jungler just never recognizes that you have kill pressure, and they just never come down, then you're gonna lose most matchups in lane. So, and the tower has like 30% health left, probably 10%, and she's like coming down.
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, this is why I don't play Leona a lot 101. I mean, this is probably even like low gold. That's why I think Leona is really good in bronze and silver potentially, but if the chips just don't fall your way early, she's just very, very risky. I mean, I can't even buy anything that's worth it. So I can grab another one of those, one of these, and like a
The sun
red
always
ward.
rises.
Like, Leona looks amazing and unstoppable. Like, if your jungler camps, or if you have a really strong early game, like if you have a Draven or something, she looks amazing and unstoppable, but, you know, if you fall behind, if your jungler just never shows up, he's very jungler dependent a lot of times. If your jungler just never shows up, or enemy has a stronger early game, then you're gonna be in big trouble. Come on, guys, don't do it to me. Like, we can still win, it's not impossible, but you can see sort of the risk in picking a Leona a lot of times.
Ever vigilant.
I mean, I like Leona, but this is why I don't play her a lot. Yeah, if she gets ahead, I mean, she's just a very risky champion. If she gets ahead, she's very, very good, but
I I must not fall.
Yeah, Thresh can be really good if you're good with him. Well said.
First light approaches.
Yep, Eric knows the drill. I don't think we should do this. I think it's 54 to 30. He at least got a Cole. I mean, the guy did say he was lagging, and he's doing the best he can. Well, Thresh is very high skill cap. I mean, Yasuo is like unstoppable, overpowered too, if someone's really good with Yasuo.
First light approaches.
I mean, Allen Iverson was overpowered back in his day, even though he was like 6 feet tall. But not everyone that's 6 feet tall is going to be overpowered. He plays basketball. Just gotta leave.
I must not fall.
I mean, I do like playing Thresh. Okay, so, like I said, I knew the lane was going to be really rough going in, bottom lane. I probably should be getting a Sightstone, but I have to get so much, like, fighting and regeneration because we're just getting massacred.
Rally to me. It's me!
Allen Iverson, yeah, that's a throwback, huh? Shout out to all my, people in their 30s or higher on the stream. There's quite a few, probably. But yeah, so I knew we were going to have problems in lane. I was kind of picking for ganks and for the mid game, just so we had some engage. We didn't really have a lot of quality engage on our team. Like a Leona hook into a Shin ult. Like, we have a lot of nice combos if we get to it, but engaged champions, once again, I don't think are in a wonderful spot right now. They're okay.
I'll be right under the
I'm not level 6 yet, but we did get some action there. And Gator shows up. Yeah, we're so underleveled. I probably shouldn't even tried that without being level 6.
An ally has been slain. I will protect you.
I gotta sell that and go for Ruby Crystal here, I suppose. I mean, we're just getting shattered. I shouldn't have picked. I don't know. It was risky to pick Leona. We really needed at least to come down and do some stuff early. I feel like Leona is very team dependent. I mean, people say that Janna is. I really don't think that. Well, people can be OP in terms of like what I was going at with the Allen Iverson thing is that, you know, Thresh can be really powerful if you're powerful with Thresh, but he can also like not be that great in a lot of circumstances. So I was talking about like 6 foot tall basketball players, and Allen Iverson came to mind. It's like, yeah, they can be overpowered, but it's not everyone who's 6 feet is going to be overpowered playing basketball.
Chosen of the sun.
But yeah, for a 6 footer, Allen Iverson was overpowered. There are other, you know, shorter. I liked, he's just like one of the best historically kind of short players, I think. That's why I used him, at least in terms of like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's in the Hall of Fame. And he was a very prolific scorer. Wasn't great at defense, but There she is. This is too strong. Yeah, bows and Spud Web are also, but I thought Allen Iverson was like 6 flat. He was taller than people think he was, but he looked extremely short on the basketball court. He might have been like 5'11" or something.
Shut down.
Yeah, I thought he was 6 flat. I mean, they may have, you know, had him wear some shoes on the scales or something, but that's what he was marked as. I don't have any way to stop that. I don't have my ult. Gates just lets me walk right up to her. Okay, this game's done. It's like... I mean, I like Leona a lot. I do have a guide coming out on her soon, but this is why I don't play her in Platinum a ton. One of the reasons why is she's just so snowballing. Like, if you're behind, it just feels really bad. You have no wave clear, and if you go in, you're going all in. You know, there is no like, half measure. Like with Thresh, if you're behind, you can just hook people and not take the hooks, you know, and still be like useful. You have better peeling. Leona is like hardcore aggression. Very early game, early dominant champ. Yeah, I mean they're rarely accurate, but that's, you know. That was just his official weight. Oh my god, what does he have?
Your turret has been destroyed.
He literally killed her like in a quarter of a second before I could even go in. I know, Star. Well, when I'm playing Flex, I'm not playing, like, the most optimal champions. I'm playing stuff for fun a lot of times. I'm just testing stuff out, playing things that people have said they wanted to see, and things like that. I mean, I've made mistakes, for sure, this game. This is not one that's, like, all on teammates. Like, I shouldn't have gone middle without my ult. Made easily identifiable mistakes, I'll put it that way. There are always ways to improve, it's just being able to spot it that's the challenge. Okay.
I must not fall.
But yeah, the Twitch early game that was pretty rough. Yeah, I could have done a Nami or something. I'll go ahead and get Mobies and just see if I can make something happen. Just run around faster.
The sun always rises.
Hey, thanks for the sub.
I will protect you.
We don't have Twitch, we don't have Twitch. Doesn't even have an item yet. Kate's on 2. That's hard times. It's hard time. How is that even possible? I guess they have towers. Yeah, they have a lot more towers. They have 4 more towers.
An ally has been slain.
650, huh? I'm so poor.
Chosen of the sun.
Hey, what's up, Andy? Thanks, friend. That's right, Babu. Not in solo ranked. This is in Flex. I played a couple ranked games today. It's like Memorial Day in the United States. A lot of kids are out of school. I don't know. We had some like just some of the worst like attitudes in games that I've seen on stream ever, and so I just figured it's not a good day for solo queue. I didn't want to throw away all my elo. Like literally, someone AFK'd out under 5 minutes off of 1 death, and the other one, someone wanted to AFK, and it was just super toxic in like 6 minutes of play. So, can we get a kill? Who died? Caitlyn. Can we get him? So, I mean, it could have been unlucky, but that was like really, really bad. Like just obscenely, like ridiculously bad, too bad. 2 games, and then a 3rd game I had to dodge. Although that wasn't the player's fault. It was just they just had a vastly superior comp. Plus, I'm rusty. You know, I haven't played in like 5 days. Been in the hospital, so.
I must not fall.
Has been slain. Killing spree.
Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Those of you wondering too, I'm just going to be streaming in the afternoon this week because my in-laws are in town and they use this room, so I can't stream in here at night. I could move it to another room, but
The sun always rises.
I don't want to keep people up. Nah, you would think it would extend my fan base putting it on Twitch, but it divides it.
Ever vigilant.
I mean, eventually maybe I could go on Twitch, but I like having it all on YouTube. Because a lot of the stuff that I do is not streamed. I have a lot of guides and things like that, so.
The sun always
Wow, nobody's killing Soraka?
Shut down.
Okay.
stay at the vanguard.
I was hiding.
Well, we killed Kindred before she could even use her ult, so that was good, but I don't know how everyone else died.
First light approaches.
Oh, hello.
Rally to me. I will protect you.
I want Baron just to kill the Soraka. She had to flash out. Come on, bro, not like this. Alright. Did we get that last dragon? No, they have every dragon.
I will protect you.
Oh, we're talking about the new champ. I'll have to study up. I can let you know next stream what I think about new champ, but I know there is a new champ on 712, but I just don't know what she does. Getting their release. Oh, we didn't get it.
Ever vigilant.
An ally has been slain.
I think a lot of Leona's stuff is like single target, and maybe that's what makes it feel a little underwhelming. I don't know, like it feels like it doesn't have a lot of utility and it's single target. Like you can engage on one person with your E, you can stun one person with your Q. I mean, your ult can hit multiple people. I don't know, like I can't put my finger on why. The defensive steroid is pretty lax also. Like you get some extra magic resistant armor. It's like nowhere near as good as like Nautilus or Tahm Kench's
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
shield or grayskin.
I'll be right under.
Stay at the back.
I was hiding.
So I'm not really sure like what's up. It just, her stuff just feels like maybe it's a little underwhelming. Like her thing is, like I said, early game. Like she has really low cooldowns on her ult, so that lets you roam and really make some plays often early
Your
game.
team has destroyed.
But if you fall behind, then you're pretty far behind. She's very strong if you're ahead early game, or if you get ganks. Interesting, okay.
Has slain an enemy.
I will break their line.
Her damage is very low. Let me see.
To me.
Yeah, I mean, bad games happen sometimes. Like, I'm not hating kids, you know. Kids can obviously play this game. It's just, makes it harder to gain some elo on days where there's a preponderance of children running around, raging out.
Light approaches.
That's part of why I like the later streams as well. Although, you know, we run into some different stuff too. People being like, you know, drunk or high or whatever. You can max your stuff first, but you lose a lot of crowd control if you do that. Especially your W, I feel is very important in team fights. So you can get that down to a pretty low cooldown, like 3 seconds. You really need that stun a lot to peel. She just doesn't have very much good peeling. Yeah, I mean, the W does help. They nerfed her W quite a while ago, though. It was like 2 years ago, maybe? They nerfed her quite hard. I don't know why. I mean, she's never been like a super impressive support. Yeah, they're all gonna be there. Who's dead? Nobody? Okay, we can fight. Cool. Well, I got the Zyra.
Double kill.
They might clean it up.
Has been slain.
No way, did she walk out for real?
Has been slain.
Whoa, who had the locket? Oh, interesting. Okay, at least has locket.
The sun always rises. Your team has destroyed a turret. Stand and fight.
There's a chance. I mean, I should have waited on TF to go in there, but the problem is they're just like sitting here, just like massacring that tower. And I had a clean shot at
Chosen of
Zyra
the sun.
with Twitch flanking up from the side, so we just couldn't wait for a perfect opportunity. They would have had another base tower down, I think. But, you know, it's possible. I should have waited. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Yeah, I'm streaming at a weird time. This might be my last game, unfortunately. I'll be back tomorrow, but I have to stream a little bit less these days while we all get settled in. My wife and I just had a child, if you're a daughter, if you're new to the stream, about 4 days ago, so. I'm trying to keep my streaming going, but I'm going to have to dial it back just a little bit for, at least for a week here while we all get settled.
First light approaches.
I mean, everybody's going to be really late to this.
I must not fall.
I'm getting kind of hungry too. I might go do one more. We'll see what the situation is. But I also want to do some I need to do some coaching and some other channel stuff today too. And my time's just, you know, a little more restricted than usual.
Ever vigilant.
I'm gonna want that back.
Yo, TF splitting bot. Where's he aiming for?
Rally to me.
Okay, they're not doing it, so all I have to do is stall. I get it. The Twitch is nowhere near close enough. It's a good thing, actually, that I didn't connect with that E, or I probably would have just died. And Twitch was just clear in the middle. Thought he was going to be going for Twitch, so I was trying to lead him. Oh my god, what is that damage? Wow, really? What just spiked me? Oh, she's maxing E with Ludens? Is that for real? Wow. So troll. Yeah, we had the baby. She's in the other room.
Shut down.
Okay, so I don't need to go lock it. I kind of need to go lock it anyways, though, even though our release has a lock it. There just is not another good option, I don't think.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Hey, thanks, Jacob. I appreciate it.
An enemy has been slain.
We got his flash.
Stay at the back. Ever vigilant. Rally to me.
Hey, Orin. Oh, we're doing alright. I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. But
I will protect you.
I need to vowel somebody. I'm not sure who. I guess Twitch. What is this build? God, she still doesn't have Infinity Edge. We're all dead.
Enemy killing spree. Enemy double kill.
See, I could have extracted if I was Janna, but with Leona, I can't help out anyone in the Clown Fiesta. If I go in, it's all in. Might be game. I can try to go on Soraka, but I need some more health.
An enemy is unstoppable. Shut down.
I mean, everybody's dead. About all I can do.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Alright, I think that's going to be it for the stream, unfortunately. Like I said, I have to do some shorter streams, probably 3 to 4 hours this week, but hopefully we'll return to a more normalized schedule next week. We'll see how the baby's doing and such. Yes, we didn't win a lot, but we did get to play a lot of different champions, which was pretty cool. I think I played a different champion every game. So that was good. But how many people did we end up out here today? That's not bad. 120 considering it's just like a random time and no one knew I was going to stream. That's not too bad. Hey Daniel, I don't know. I'll think about it if people like it. On Twitch, I like keeping everything centralized on YouTube, but anyways, that's going to be it. Like I said, I'm going to do some more coaching sessions I have lined up, some more guides, So I'm going to be doing some more content, but it's really hard with the baby out. Sometimes people need help around the house and stuff like that to do just like a solid block of like 3 to 4 hours. Whereas, you know, I can do more of these little like hour on, you know, like do a coaching for an hour, go do things with the baby, go do some stuff around the house for a couple hours, come back another hour, do some stuff like that. So it just makes it a little tougher, just consistently have a huge block of time available this week until we all get settled in. So I think that it's probably going to be, you know, 3 or 4 hour streams. I'll probably start them around 11 a.m., maybe 10:30, depending on when my wife's parents get up. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. You know, I hope this is okay. Like I said, I didn't do a lot of solo queue today because it's Memorial Day, and it's the first couple of, you know, the solo games that we had today were just really, really bad. So I figured we could at least try out some other stuff, and we had some pretty fun, interesting games. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. I will come out with some more content. Be sure to watch that. If you can't make it in the middle of the day, you can always watch the replay. And yeah, like I said, around Saturday we'll try to go back to our evening stream schedule, but we'll just see how everyone's feeling, what all's going on. Anyways, thank you very much. Always appreciate it, and I'll see everybody next time. Have a great day.